Meanwhile, pimps, prostitutes, and HIV, a joint task force in North Fulton takes down an alleged sex worker in Alpharetta. All of this before finding out she's infected with an STD.
But she never told a would-be client. CBS 46's Brittany Miller is at the Alpharetta Police Department on how this all unfolded. All right, bring us up to date, Brittany.
All right, so the big question tonight, have you slept with this woman? Police say she was caught red-handed with her clothes off, ready to sell sex. They also say she was caught keeping a secret that could put your health at risk tonight. This alleged hooker has HIV. To police, she's known as 24-year-old Georgia Pitts, but on sex sites like megapersonals.com, she goes by Paris Young. Police found her provocative ad on this site during an undercover human trafficking and prostitution operation. According to reports, she was looking for men, telling them she was 22 years old and had a, quote, hourglass shape with a booty to die for, and referenced having porn star skills, saying, quote, come enter my world with skills to keep you begging for more. I will never rush because I'm trying to enjoy every inch of you. Documents say an undercover officer contacted her and agreed to pay her $200. Police say they met at an Alpharetta hotel where Pitts began to unbutton her shirt and told him he needed to touch her breasts. Reports say she then got naked and asked the undercover detective to run lotion on her body, then did it herself. It says, quote, I asked again if there was anything she wasn't into. Ms. Pitts stated she could do Greek for an extra donation, end quote, which is code for anal sex. Seconds later, the detective says he gave the signal for the takedown. Not only was Pitts charged with prostitution, but she was charged with reckless conduct. Pitts later revealed she has HIV and hasn't had any treatment since she was diagnosed in October 2018. Police say she never told the undercover officer she was infected. That's a felony here in Georgia. And those documents also revealed that there was a woman who dropped Pitts off at that Alpharetta hotel and waited in the car while police determined she was involved in this entire thing and arrested her on pimping charges. Rick?
This is quite a story, Brittany. Do we have any idea how long she could be in jail?
So I did have a chance to dig into Georgia's law tonight. She can face up to 10 years in prison if she is convicted.
Brittany Miller,
but if you do believe that you have slept with her, by the way, there is a number on our website.
Okay, so this definitely fits into Straggtales, and shout out to Saturn9 for tagging me in this story on Twitter. I just want to know, did she sleep? And I know it says that it was in Georgia, but it's in close proximity. I wonder if she was one of the ones that slept with DJ Pope, the one that infected those women with HIV. I wonder if she was one of the ones that got it from him. I'm not sure, but it is what it is, whatever. So this chick wants to go around and turn herself into a weapon of mass destruction, a biological warfaring ass weapon with her body. And you want to know what's so scary about this whole situation from what I just heard? If she was in the state of California, she would have been able to walk away from this, because if y'all remember, I did a video coming out of California where they were saying that if you have HIV or any type of STD, but especially HIV, you did not have to disclose your status to whoever your sexual partner may be at that time. Remember, this is also the same state that allows you that if you have gone through a transition to switch that on your ID. They don't call California the most liberal state for nothing. They may be a little too liberal. As a matter of fact, they are with the stuff that they can get away with. For someone to want to do something like this, I truly believe that they should get way more than 10 years in prison. But if 10 years is what she can get, then I say give it to her. Just find her guilty and let her stay behind bars. And did y'all hear what they said? They said she got diagnosed last year in 2018 with HIV, and not once has she gotten any type of treatment. That means this woman is not on any type of meds. Like, she literally is living what she would probably deem to be her best life. And it's not like she doesn't know she has it. She knows she has it, but she doesn't care. But like the reporter said, if you are a guy and you happen to mess with this person, this weapon, because that's basically what she is. She's like a terrorist. She used her body as a weapon. if y'all recognize her, y'all may need to go. Well, not may need to go. You need to go to the clinic ASAP and get tested, for real. I don't know. This is probably one of the most sickest forms of killing somebody, is using your body as a weapon when you know you have an illness or a disease that that could be passed on to somebody that you know there's no known cure for. And it's crazy because I just did a video talking about how rural America is, quote unquote, now becoming the new face of HIV. And one of my subscribers, and shout out to Don Calypso, pointed something out to me in that video, how they probably are contracting that because of all the needles they've been passing around and sharing from using opioids. So they're getting cut both ways. But I've come across so many stories where people who have HIV and they're using their body as a weapon. That's why I say, people, y'all have to be very careful of who you're out there having sex with. Don't just go out there and just be loose with your shit or wild and reckless with it. Because you never know, guys, you never know who you're sticking your stuff into. And girls and ladies, you don't know who shit you're allowing to be stuck inside of you. And you know what? When they said something about doing the Greek, I was going to Google that to find out what that was until they said what it was. And they said anal sex. And it's crazy because when I heard that, it reminded me of that scene in the movie Precious when Monique's character was in the meeting Precious at that shelter or something like that, or wherever she was, and she basically Precious had revealed to her that she had HIV and everything like that, basically got it from her dad, and that she said that her mother needed to go get tested, and she says that she used to do it in the butt. There's no way that she could have got it from doing it like that. But then, that was a movie that took place back in the 80s, so that back then people were very ignorant to how you could contract HIV. But that was one of the ways you could definitely get it. That was actually one of the most famous ways, because when you think about it, HIV was known at one point as the Alphabet Academy disease. And I don't have to go into more detail. Y'all already know what territory that's heading to. But this chick right here and people like her, they definitely need to be removed from society. Like, they don't need to be out in common society with everybody else knowing that they have this. And they see, the thing is, they contract something like this and they feel like their life is coming to an end. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out there and go out and terrorize somebody else and fuck their life up. Her and DJ Pope, that guy who did that, they would be a perfect match with each other. They can swap bodily fluids with each other all they want. It'll probably take them out faster. But what they did, or what she planned to do, hey, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next.